It might happen in life that at some point we get hurt. We might break a bone, we might need surgery, and after that we start a period of time where we need to recover. We start the recovery. That recovery will require some kind of support because you eventually heal, but most of the time you'll be required to have physiotherapy in order to heal in the best way possible, recover in the fastest way. Therefore, I started really thinking about this and realizing that maybe, well, not maybe, we might need physiotherapy for life. Not in the sense of we need physiotherapy forever. We need physiotherapy to learn how to live again. And that is a kind of physiotherapy obviously different from the one you do for medical purposes. But yeah, it's a series of practices. It's a series of actions we must take in order to recover faster and in the best way possible. Hello, my name is Veronica, aka VESPERTILIU'S. I am an Italian comic book author, tarot and oracle deck creator, and your spooky art teacher.
It's me again, yours truly.
I've been stuck for a while, reflecting on the fact that the main reason for my block, that is not only a creative block, an artistic block, it is an expressive block. I realized the main reason for my block is that I pay too much attention to the wrong things. I pay too much attention to numbers, I pay too much attention to results. I pay so much attention to the high expectations I have on myself. And I thought, of course, the best way to stop paying attention to those things was to stop paying attention at all. That's funny because deep down at my core, I always knew that was the wrong thing to do. Paying attention wasn't the issue, it was what I was paying attention to. Also, I want to apologize if I sound sick. I am. I caught a nasty cold. I'm recovering, of course. I also realized I wanted to wear a different kind of glasses, so let me switch them real quick. Okay, I like these ones better. I was paying attention to the wrong things, and I was so stuck. I don't have hobbies. I didn't have hobbies because my lifelong passion is art and drawing, and that is now my job, my main occupation, my craft. I always feel the need to find that's something that can just be mine, in the sense that it can just be something I do for the pleasure of doing it. I, of course, make art for the pleasure of doing it, but somehow that always translates into something that can be monetized, which is great because every time I make some art for fun, then I can turn that into something that can benefit my career. So I'm very grateful for that. However, I really felt lack of enthusiasm lately. That kind of enthusiasm that was completely childish. I started reflecting what could be that something I could be passionate about without turning it necessarily into something to monetize. And I didn't find a proper answer, but I found an answer that put back enthusiasm in me, which for now, it's enough. As you know, I am a tarot and oracle deck creator. I love tarot. I have a newsletter that I do once or twice a month. This month I skipped actually because I was so busy and then sick. But I basically share 13 tarot cards with related question to journal about as journal prompts. But I'm not someone who does tarot readings as a service, and I think I'll never be, but who knows. Anyways, I was like, okay, let me just dive deeper into that passion, because I can read tarot, but there's so much that can be discovered. And so I started researching about texts that I could study to deepen my knowledge and my understanding of tarot, because it's something I am very passionate about. And I got to this book which is Alejandro Jodorowsky and Marianne Costa. I think this is called The Way of Tarot in English. I'll put the correct title here eventually. But yeah, this is the Italian edition. It's a chunky book. And I was like, okay, let me just use this as my hobby. When I'm not working, when I want to feel enthusiasm, when I want to get excited, I can just go through this and study and deepen my understanding and knowledge and passion for tarot. Well, this was a moment of synchronicity. If you follow my journey with the Artist Way, you know what I'm talking about. I'll link everything in the description. But yeah, this was really about synchronicity because I started reading this and I already knew that Alejandro Jodorowsky studied tarot also with my beloved Leonora Carrington, but that's not the point. The point is that at one point there is an exercise, and this exercise is an exercise about observation and attention. He tells you to position the tarot cards this way. So divide them in groups of 10, leaving out the Fool and the World, and go 1 to 10 and 11 to 20. What really caught my eye while reading about this exercise was the fact that the author tells you straight away that this exercise might be pointless, but it's not pointless. Meaning that the things you might notice might be different from the things he noticed and from the things other people noticed. Anyways, this exercise will help me, you, get a deeper understanding of the cards, and Deal explain this later in the book. But at this point of the book, which is at page 44, 45, you have to observe and pay attention to each couple of cards, 1 and 11, 2 and 12, 3 and 13, and so on. And pay attention to all of the things that can link the two cards. In your opinion, he gives you some examples, but he tells you somehow that this exercise might feel pointless, might be pointless, but in itself, it is not pointless because it is training the observer to really pay attention. And that is crucial for a deeper understanding of tarot. And his approach is actually so similar to my approach to tarot because I don't use tarot to fortune tell. I use tarot to read my present. I use tarot to have a deeper understanding of my own mind, my own psyche. And so training yourself to really pay attention to what you can observe, and that can be a unique experience because some things you might notice, someone else might not notice, and some things you don't notice, another person might notice. And it tells you take action, grab a journal, a notebook, and start writing down all of your observations. And later on, we'll see why this exercise is important. So it might be pointless because you might see things that are not there, but they're there for you. But the exercise is not pointless because paying attention is not pointless. Observing is not pointless. Paying attention to what you see in your unique experience is not pointless. Take action and write everything down. This might seem pointless, but what this did to my expressive block is teaching me that I was paying attention to the wrong things. Because I was paying attention to all of the things that had sense. Checking your growth and your numbers on social media makes sense if you want to grow in your career. Making sure you tackle all of your tasks and that you do it in the best time, as quick as possible to grow faster and make progress in your career faster. That makes sense. Other things might not make sense. It doesn't make sense to make a drawing if then I can't make money out of it. It doesn't make sense to have an hobby if I can't do anything out of that. It doesn't make sense to make space in your day to do nothing because you're doing nothing. It doesn't make sense. And those are exactly all of the things you actually need to pay attention to. I realized I need to pay attention and take action in order to do this physiotherapy for my life, physiotherapy, to get back to living. I needed to pay attention and just take action. So yesterday I did this exercise. I very honestly made two lists. One is things I want to do and what I need in order to do those things. I just brain dumped a lot of stuff. I brain dumped all of the things I wanted to do, and I brain dumped the things I needed to do. And what was interesting about this exercise is that in the want list, I had a bunch of things I thought I didn't want to do anymore. And surprisingly, I didn't have some things I thought necessary to benefit my career. In the need part, I realized I had very few things. They all made complete sense because I looked at the want list and I started thinking, okay, in order to be able to do those things I want, what do I need? And most of the answers were like, I need rest, I need to feed my body, I need to drink a lot of water or teas, I need to sleep well. My needs were so primordial in a way. And what I wanted was incredibly honest in the way that I included things that I wanted to completely give up, thinking that that was something I didn't want to do. And there were things that I thought I really needed to do, but I didn't put them on the list. That was such a crazy experience in a way, in such a simple exercise. I wrote everything down and I decided, okay, I'm going to pay attention to the things I want to do and the things I need to do, even though they don't make sense. It doesn't make sense that in my want list, there's something I wanted to give up because it wasn't working for me, but it's there. I need to pay attention to the fact that I wanted that in that list and not to the fact that it won't bring me what I think I need. In the same way, I need to pay attention to the fact that things I thought I needed to do are not on that list. Paying attention to all of this and then take action. I wrote down a to-do list of things I have to do on a daily basis with the complete denied access to that part of my brain that is responsible for my self-doubt, for my fears, for the expectations I have on myself and on my career. I have access denied to that side. The only thing I have to be concerned about is to take that action. And I reached that conclusion by reading something that was completely unrelated to everything else. And I thought it was worth sharing. This video is very spontaneous. I just wrote down, pay attention, take action, physiotherapy for life. That's all I wrote down for this video. I just went straight on with it because I've paid attention to the fact that something within me said, this is worth sharing. And normally, at midpoint in this video, I thought, oh my God, this is not structured at all. Screen time is going to be so low because there's nothing engaging at the beginning of this video. But then something within me went, no. Denied access to that part of yourself, denied access to the part of your brain. The only thing you need to pay attention to is the fact that you felt like you wanted to do this video. You felt something within you that made you wash your hair just to freshen up and put a little makeup even though you're sick and you couldn't put makeup on your eyes, etc. and record this video even though you have this voice. I paid attention to that and I took action instead of paying attention to all of the things that made sense. It makes sense thinking that this video has no structure. It makes sense to think that I should have wrote this down better. It makes sense to think that I don't look at maybe my best, most glamorous self. It makes sense to think that this might not be engaging at all. This all makes sense, but this is not what needs to be observed. Because by paying attention to all of that, I deny myself the action that I'm taking right now. So I hope this video might be helpful to some of you, to people who might be going through what I'm going through right now. So this expressive block. But yeah, I also did a drawing this morning and it says, hey, pay attention, she's everywhere. Who is she? You decide. It can be inspiration, it can be enthusiasm, it can be the things you really desire and want in your life, that's what you need to pay attention to. It doesn't have to make sense, but it makes sense to pay attention to her. And I like to think that she's female, but maybe she's male for you, or maybe it's just something, an energy for you. They don't have any gender. But if you feel a connection to it, even though it doesn't make any sense, even though it seems pointless, pay attention to that and take action, because that all is the right physiotherapy to get back to expressing yourself and living to the fullest. And that is meaningful. That makes sense. That has got a point. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you very soon with more art videos. In the meantime, let's make art. Bye.